Welcome back, everybody. We have another Minimate TMNT Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles review. We've been kind of hot with that lately. We had the last Ronin box set recently. That was my last review. I didn't expect much from that box set. I wasn't sure if I was going to get any cool shots, but that 4-pack really turned out. As my last video. Go ahead and check that out. Hit the like and subscribe button while you're at it. Check out some other videos after this. But yeah, we've had, within a week of each other, we got the last Ronin, which is a comic story, and then the Technodrome finally showed up. We've had the Blimp already, with Donatello and Shredder and Bebop and April O'Neil and Foot Soldier, and then now we have this next one. I've always said when these originally were canceled, these were announced like 3 or 4 years ago. I think it was longer ago than that they were announced. Probably like 5-6 years ago already they were announced. And then they were canceled because they didn't have enough pre-orders. And then they just decided to come out with, these 3 5-packs. And it's pretty amazing. I always said, back when these got canceled that, if there was any Minimate I could have started back up, it would probably be the Turtles. I really would have loved DC, but at least we got DC Minimates, DC Comics Minimates. I would have, I wanted the 90s Turtles more than anything else. We didn't have any of that. And the figures that they had all tooled out and painted up and everything, that they showed at a con, it was basically they were getting all the big ones done and out of the way right away. So it was pretty exciting that these were on the way, and when they got canceled, it was pretty disappointing. But yeah, they decided that they're going to do them, and we're over halfway there, and we got another 5-pack coming. But yeah, Technodrome, we got the party van yet. Let's take a look at the sides of this thing. So on one side, we got Krang and we got Leonardo. And then the other side, we got Splinter and Rocksteady. And that's, when you slide it down, it actually covers up the one. And then you can see it as you pull it up. But it's a nice little feature of the box. And normally you'd expect these sides to be absolutely nothing. And they really went the extra mile with this. Just having the 4 non-repeats or whatever on the side. On the back, after you slide the top off, there's nothing really much to the top up here. But this bottom part, they have the all 15 characters. Well, more like 12, 13 characters with a couple repeats. We got them all separated out, which one belongs to which. As I said in other videos, I don't like keeping packages. They take up too much room. I've always tossed them, and then, with Diamond Selects, recent huge upgrade with the boxing. Now I tend to keep them, and these sets are a definite plus. If you put these on a shelf together as a background, they're gonna look amazing. So really digging it. But yeah, as you can see, we're almost there. We still got 2 Turtles to go, and Casey Jones and Baxter Stockman, which are, in my opinion, 2 of the biggest must-haves. Those, if they didn't make any more after this, I would be very happy. Which reminds me, I could live with it, but that reminds me, Luke from Luke's Toy Store had a post earlier this week that said if this one sells as good as the last one, or if it sells good altogether, and the next one too, we could see more of these box sets. They never really planned on that. Who knew if it was ever going to go that far? But it sounds like there's good potential for it to go farther. So I did buy 1 extra set the first time around. I should really buy an extra set this time, or on this set too, just to get another Foot Soldier. But, we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll pick up another one eventually. But yeah, it's looking good. It looks amazing already. Hopefully we get more. We could definitely go for, who could we all go for? Rat King. The duck guy. Oh, the 4 frogs I would love. I was thinking about this. 4 frogs would be great if we got those. The General Frag, is that his name? The rock guy. The 2 rock guys. There's General Frag, I think he was, the brown one, and then there's a gray one. We could definitely use them. the Gator, whatever the heck his name was. I hope I said the Rat King, so Rat King would be one of my first up after, and that would have to be in the first box set. There's tons of potential, and they could throw a turtle with interchangeable heads in a trench coat. Maybe do that for the army builder next time around. Have like a turtle, have a turtle with one head, and maybe each set have a different head for the turtle, and just have the same mold in a trench coat. Maybe with a face mask even, but that would be a good army builder for the next box set. Plus, if they did like 3 box sets like they did with this time and threw a turtle in each one, they would encourage you to buy a 4th box set of your choosing. Just to get all 4 turtles. But yeah, this set itself, onto this set itself, is amazing. We finally got, we're gonna have Bebop and Rocksteady together. We're gonna have Krang with Shredder. We still only got one more turtle, but it is kind of fun getting getting the sidekicks all done and out of the way right away. Then we'll get, besides Casey, I guess, but we'll get that. The other 2 turtles in the next box set, so I can't wait for that. But yeah, great choices. Hey, let's just take them out of the package and actually look at them. I almost forgot our tray shot. Got to have the tray shot. Most of that stuff a lot of that stuff was covered up, but it's pretty much everything we expect. Splinter's walking stick. That's a nice new mold that we got, but we still have our standard guns that the Foot Soldier and Bebop had the last time. Of course, Leonardo, you have to have his katanas on top of all the other weapons in this pack. So, yeah, what a nice looking 5-pack. Let's take them out and look at them. All right, so here they all are. They look amazing. They really do. They look exactly like they should. I do kind of wish we had different heads, like just spare heads for the turtles, just to get a little bit more of a different facial expression, maybe a worried face or an angry face here and there, just something. But I'm glad out of all the facial expressions they picked, they did pick this one. Yeah, Rocksteady looks really good. I mean, they all look exactly like they should look. I mean, this is about as close to Minimate Minimates of the turtles that you pretty much get. Like it's perfection. So do I even need to go through each individual figure? I don't really think I do with the turtle, or even like Rocksteady. Krang looks really good. Like, it'd be impossible for them to get an actual Krang body that comes out of there, but at least we got our other Krang from the previous turtles. You guys have seen those in other pictures of mine before. I think actually in the last turtle, the blimp review maybe. The other thing I'd like to say is, like, for as awesome as Splinter is, like, I like this Splinter like way more than the Nickelodeon cartoon. That one, you can't really do much. He's in a skirt. He's always just got to be standing there. This one, I should be able to get some cool leg movement just out of, having him leap through the air or something. Just it's more articulation. No waist twist or anything. But yeah, and that tail of his, actually, that's on a peg. It actually pops off, which will give me a little bit more range of motion probably if I need it. But it was nice that that's just not molded on, just in case I got to put one of his legs back or something. His head does not really. His head sits too low on. Like when it sits on the peg, it's looking at the ground. Like right now, he's kind of looking up, and that's because I have him like not halfway off the peg, but pretty close to it. You can kind of see right there that he's not sitting on there like he should. If I were to pop him down on his peg. Let's see here. You guys are going to have to wait for him to come back around. But when you pop the head back on there, just the way the collar is on the back of the kimono, he's looking down. Like that's the highest you can get his nose. So he is just kind of looking down, which actually kind of gives him a cool, angle for his head right there. I'm going to have to use that. But, it just doesn't, there's no articulation to it. It twists a little bit, but you can't have him looking up. But you know, Minimates are pretty easy to pop the head off the peg. I'm surprised more of us don't do it more. I do it. I've done it a bunch of times. I've seen other people do it, but we don't always use that technique with our pictures because it's no longer on the peg. It's kind of weird when you have to lift it up and have them look up. Anyways, I think that'll do it for this part of the video. We will go on to taking some pictures of these. This should be a lot of fun. All right, so really digging this group shot. Of course, we had to assemble. The big assembly is get 3 foot soldiers together for the first time, 2 turtles together for the first time, and then Bebop and Rocksteady. And just, you know, having them, you know, in a finally together is pretty awesome. I think our next shot's actually just going to be a variant of this, just featuring those 2, just because it's so awesome to have them together. But yeah, we just basically have them robbing a bank or something. This Brookhaven Bank, that's a Roblox building that is just absolutely fantastic for Minimates. I can't wait to use it. It actually has a safe door in there, so that'll be neat to use. But yeah, getting those 2 together for the first time. I'm going to feature heavily on Leonardo for this shot just because, hey, he's the new turtle around. You know, we've had Donatello for a while now. Now we have Leonardo. And then just kind of getting those foot soldiers in there in cool positions. So turned out really good. You know, it was funny because I had the van up there and it just did not look okay without something next to it. And then I couldn't figure out what to do. So I got just a fake brick wall that really helps make this look like an alleyway. The dumpster over there, a little bit of accessories down below the dumpster just to kind of give it a dumpster feel. I knew I wouldn't be using the left half of the dumpster, so I didn't even bother putting anything up there. But yeah, just finding a way to get the turtle van in there, which is of course always great. Yeah, this one it's a great group shot. It really is. So very, very happy with how it turned out. Let's go on to another shot. So this shot's pretty simple. I just needed a real nice quick shot of them coming out of the bank. And I'll end up cropping it nice and tight. It'll be a good group shot of the 2 of them. Now that we have them together, like I said, we have to take a picture of them together. You know, it's great. I can remember when I got my Bebop and Rocksteady. It took like 6 months, or I don't know, it took a while for me to get Rocksteady, and as soon as I got him, I was like, holy crap, I actually got Bebop and Rocksteady and my crappy Shredder figure way back in the day. But yeah, it's kind of surreal having them as Minimates, man. It's just like it's great that this happened. So yeah, enough of that. Let's go on to another shot. All right, guys, we basically got a good villain set up. Managed to get all of them in there. I don't know how easy it'll be to pull off once Baxter Stockman comes and another foot soldier, but we'll probably have to give it a try. But for now, yeah, this is the team. You know, this is Shredder, Bebop, Rocksteady, Krang, and the foot soldiers. So pretty amazing. It finally happened. You know, we got to wait a little bit longer for the turtles, but we got all the villains, and that's amazing. So, but basically, in the first season, the end of the first season of the original cartoon, Krang sends Shredder back to Dimension X. Sends Shredder to Earth. He stays in Dimension X, and he keeps Bebop and Rocksteady with him. Krang does. He doesn't allow him to go back there, so it's kind of weird that he's just not in that. They're not in that second season for the first how many episodes, if I remember right, because Krang did not give them back for a while. But yeah, just doing, we got a mechanical background, of course. We've seen that plenty of times. All these various random things. Most of them are from Luke's. The computer on the left-hand side is from G.I. Joe, and that platform also from Luke's. Yeah, all this other stuff is from Luke's, I think. But yeah, just throwing some blue cellophane back there, lighting it up with some blue lights, giving it a good portal look to it. Yeah, I think this turned out really good. Let's go on to the next shot. All right, I had to snap a quick shot of this one. Basically, this is gonna be cropped super tight. You saw it at the beginning of the video, but we're gonna crop it super tight just around Krang's face and Shredder's face. We're gonna have it at an angle, seriously cropped down to just their heads, and I think it's gonna make for a good close-up shot in getting this Shredder Krang dynamic in there. Like I always like that Krang is always bossing around, even though Shredder's like somebody you really should be bossing around. I'm just kind of having power over him. It was a lot of fun. The first season especially, where he's like, "Where's my body?" You know, he doesn't have his body yet, and he's constantly bugging Shredder about it. And then at the end of that season, he sends him to Earth or something. I can't now. I'm all confused. I can't remember. I only watched like a month ago, but you know, that series is good. There's 2 seasons that are on Paramount Plus. I really, really hope they get the other seasons on there, because it barely touches anything even in those first 2 seasons. You know, we don't see a lot of the different main characters. We do see the frogs, Genghis Frog and all those guys, but you know, we just don't see, like, I don't think the Rat King's in there. We get Baxter Stockman, get a lot of the main villains or whatever. But yeah, we don't. There's not that much in the first 2 seasons. There's tons of those episodes. There's a lot of cool stuff. So enough rambling. Let's go on to the next shot. All right, guys. So basically, this will be our final shot. I just had to get one with Splinter in it. Turned out pretty good. I really like doing the whole superhero surrounded by knocked out, dead, you know, whatever, army builders. I've done this a million times. I've done it with God, who even? I've done it with the Winter Soldier and Hydra. I've done it a bunch of times. I can't think off the top of my head who I usually do it with, but I've done it a million times. And this one's a little bit different. Usually I do it from a higher up angle, but yeah, one of my earliest pictures, like 1,700 pictures ago, I did one with Joker, with the Bat family surrounding him. That was the very first one I did. I can't believe I even remember that. But anyways, yeah, this picture here, him going through the archway. He's in the sewer. We got the conduit on the right-hand side. We got one of them up on the left-hand side on a table. And then just kind of in various poses, making sure he's centered, like dead center in this picture. Yeah, it turned out really good. Very pleased with it. It's a good finishing shot, and it's a good one to honor Master Splinter for the first time in Minimate form. Anyways, guys, I think that'll do it for this video. It should not be too long. Well, I always say it's not going to be that long. It may be a long time. But whenever I get on in the lab, expect to see more of these guys because I just love these. This is amazing. So, anyways, hit the like and subscribe button. Check out the description of the video for my Facebook and Instagram page for all my Minimate shots, and we'll see you guys at the next video. Bye now.